And then we'll eventually squeeze them because this might be a rodeo. It's just been a bad day. It feels like it's Monday, but it's Tuesday. That was how Carissa's day started. Bad news is this one lamb used to be 4. Here you go, Mom. Yep, good girl. Morning guys, a little bit of a different view for you. These are some market lambs that Chris and I weighed up yesterday for my buddy Dennis. I actually went to university with him. He was a bit ahead of me, but yeah, he runs a local store, and he gets lamb from me a couple times a year. And he had asked me a while ago, and I completely forgot when I was shipping those that last group. So we did some scrambling, but I was shocked actually when I was weaning these guys. I said, actually, I might have some before Christmas. And sure enough, these 3 were sitting around 100 pounds yesterday. So I'm going to go to my local abattoir, who are an amazing family owned business here, and then get back because I think Carissa had a little bit of an issue this morning. So she's already sent me an SOS. Yeah, 2.5 days. Yeah, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So the 5th you're off or whatever. Like you get 1 bottle right of her, but then the rest goes in the tank. Sure. Today is the day that Willow and the girls get their first of 2 chlamydia vaccine doses. It's a 2 ml dose, and the stuff I use is called Inmiva. And I'm using my older auto doser because the new one, I think I threw out the box, and the box had like an insert that would fit the wee little bottle. So I'm kicking myself. So we're gonna see if this one will work. Because I don't want any cross-contamination back into the bottle. I'm going to be injecting, and Chris is going to be scanning tags. We're going to put it on the Gallagher, and then we're going to transfer over onto the Flock Watch. Because right now they don't have our vaccines recorded in their system, so I think they're working on that now. All right. And then we'll eventually squeeze them, because this might be a rodeo. working good. Thank you for not being crazy. Come on, lady. Go. And this will have a different freaking consistency. Would be nice. So a couple things this morning. I have been very diligent in reading vaccination instructions ever since I had that little aha moment a few months ago. And I kept the chlamydia vaccine leaflet, and I wrote down in my scratchy penmanship exactly what it says for dosage. So this particular brand, you do 5 weeks prior to breeding, and then you do your booster 3 weeks later. 3 weeks later, so it's like 5 weeks and 2 weeks before you breed. And this was a different brand. We switched to this like a year or a year and a half ago, and I think at the beginning I don't even think I looked at this because I assumed it was the same as what we used to use, which was made by a different company. So same stuff, I think. Hold that thought. I have a phone call coming in. Mark? Hello? No corn truck yet. No. You haven't heard anything? Okay. All right, so what I was saying is we switched. This was what we always used to use. So it's made by a different company. And then about a year and a half ago, I remember Rex saying, I can't get it from this company. So most of the vet clinics around here, I think, switched to this one called Enmiva. Oh, this one's from Spain. So there you go. This one's from Colorado. The instructions on this particular one is how it used to be, which is 60 days before breeding, and then you do the booster a month before breeding. This has been in my fridge in a box because I still had a bottle of this I was going to use up because it was 25 doses. I didn't know we were switching back to this. So anyways, the timing of this is like, it should have been the booster. I should have been given this a month ago, but I thought I was using this. Do you see what I'm doing here? Like, do you see how sometimes mistakes are made? But yes, I should have opened the box, but I had no idea I was getting sent different vaccine. And big picture, why are they different? Like, isn't chlamydia just chlamydia? So Rex is here next week. I'm gonna ask him why the difference, and that this needs to be really, really, really explained a little better to farmers, because you get on a program and I put it in my calendar and it is locked and loaded. And I remember having confusion with this last time because I'm like, I'm sure it's 60 days and 30 days. Why have I been doing this wrong? Well, I wasn't wrong. It was this. It was the old stuff was that way. So I'm I'm like close to tears just because like I'm trying to do things right, and it's just these little hiccups, frustrations that you feel really I guess at the end of the day I just feel really stupid. And like this is a disease I've been trying to like not eliminate, but at least properly vaccinate against, and we've been doing really well. So I hope it works. Rex is here next week, so we'll have a little chit chat about that. But yeah, I'm just really frustrated. Oh, and poor Chris is having a day as well. We were using our Gallagher, and she was scanning all the U's, but I didn't make sure the Bluetooth was on, so we didn't get any of the data from that group either. Oh, and before that, it's just been it feels like it's Monday, but it's Tuesday. Before that, we had a little accident with the telehandler, so I will show you that in a sec, and then I gotta clean up the mess. It's just been a day, y'all. A day. Yeah. So, we have all had our turn breaking this window because this is a little awkward. It does stick out, so this thing locks into that spot there, if you can visualize. But then this little guy sticks out quite a bit, and she was grabbing a straw bale from across the road, and we have posts, and it is a bit of a tight squeeze over there. Anyways, I think she hit the post probably right here by the looks of the door. Right about there. And yeah, we smashed the window again. This is the third or fourth time, and I think our hinges have come off for sure. So yeah, that was how Carissa's day started. Fun. You go get him, Teddy. Go get him. Hey guys. Oh, you better go. You guys are happy. Basking in the sunshine, popcorn. So today's Tuesday, which I think it's the 13th. These guys should be, according to the calendar, starting to go here by about the 16th is what I think, but some of them are like ripe in their back end, like they're close. So yeah, we'll see. There could be a couple in the next couple days, but they always surprise me. They might be later. Usually when I'm waiting for them, they are late. There's a few with no udders. The sweet little brown one has no udder, I noticed, by the water bowl here. Right there, no udder. Yeah, Mark's on the road today, and I've been waiting on a truck. He's been shipping corn here pretty much all of the month of December, and I think today's his last day in this particular contract. But the trucking guys that we get are neighbors, and I think they've got a big day in town filling rail cars. And I didn't even know our local town had like a spot where they load rail cars. I didn't know that line really got used that much, so that was interesting. I think there's a bunch going down to Texas, if I got that story right. I've been waiting on the truck since 11, and it's like 1:30 now. So I'm gonna go across the road and see where that glass is. I don't know what I'm gonna put it in. Maybe a feed bag. Get it cleaned up so we don't puncture any tires. This is the culprit. I believe, actually, I can see exactly where the culprit was. Oh, poor Carissa. Oh my goodness. Yep, we're a smash job. Oh, yep, here we go. So yeah, she probably just was on a little bit of an angle and just caught the corner of that window, and Mr. Posty was in the way. Okay, well, I'm gonna clean this up. I really don't want that in a tire. I might grab a broom too. Alright, I think I've got the evidence hidden away now. There's a few little pieces here, but I don't know how I'm going to get them. Really? Very pretty glass. Alright, I got some more cards in the mail, so I'm going to hang them up. Some of them are friends. This is my friend's little boy. Isn't he so cute? My niece sent me like her work Christmas card, and she sent me a calendar. Isn't she gorgeous? She's a real estate agent, so I'm gonna put that on my fridge. Oh, and this is my friend. I know her kids used to watch the channel. I doubt they do anymore because they're grown up. This is my friend Yvonne and her kids. Actually, I went through 4-H and university with her, and that's her husband Steve. And these are her kids. Oh my god, how are they so old already? Oh, this one I can't hang up, so I'm going to put this on with my magnet. Same with Yvonne. There. Good afternoon. Good news, we have round 2 beginning. Bad news is this one lamb used to be 4. So Mama had 4, she had quads. The first one was alive, the second one was not alive, the third one was alive, the fourth one was not alive. Carissa proceeded to do all the right things, gave them colostrum. She said they drank 100 no problem, and that they were both up. I was away for 3 hours this morning, just finishing up some errands and some Christmas shopping, because I figured today might be the day that this might start up again. And in that 3 hours, Mama, I think, laid on the other lamb, or the lamb wasn't as strong as Carissa maybe thought. All I know is that it is not alive now, and I'm like really close to tears, because the reason we have these lambing pens is to keep them from wandering off to keep them bonded with mom and to keep everybody safe and happy, she already lost 2 of 4, and now she lost another one, and she's full of milk. The lamb looks okay, but I don't like leaving the farm when we're in the middle of lambing because of this, because it's one of these things, when you've done it enough, you get a gut feeling. Like, you get a gut feeling when a lamb is really lively and will fight for a drink, and when a lamb is dopey. And I have a funny feeling this is a lot like Popcorn's was last week, just a little bit slow and dopey. And we could be still dealing with some of the fallout of Q fever. I'm not ruling that out at all. I did not like the way that dead lamb looked, and I don't like the way this one looks. It's shivering a bit. So now I'm concerned it didn't get enough colostrum, and I checked my cameras before I left. And yeah, I can make all the excuses in the world, but at the end of the day I wasn't here, and mom is full of milk, and I'm not sure if baby's drank, and that's just the way it is. And so anyway, I do have a bottle. She had the leftover colostrum here, so I'm heating it up, and we're gonna see if it'll drink. Good mom though, so that's a blessing. And we were having telehandler problems again, so I always grab the wrong tools. It's like when you're already having just a moment, sometimes they just get compounded with more annoyances and frustrations. We're gonna do what we can for this lamb and hope that 4 doesn't become 0. It's quiet, so that's a good sign. Usually quiet means they're not hungry, but I'm a bit of a glass half empty kind of girl. Hey little monster, let's see if you drink. See what's in here. We got 200 mils. I kind of hope it doesn't want to drink. That means it's drank out of mom. Oh, she looks like she's been drank out of. Alright. I think disaster's averted. Okay. You're just dopey and sleepy. You're not dopey like dying, you're just dopey sleepy. That's okay. Food comas are okay. Real comas, not so much. Here you go, mom. Yep, good girl. Okay, I'm feeling much better now. Oh. I just want to see you drink, and I haven't seen that yet. Show me that you know. Okay. I think he knows. Sorry, Mom. Sorry I doubted you. Alright, baby's laying down. So, hopefully, it'll be alright. I think part of the reason I'm a bit stressed, beyond just maybe being tired, is they're calling for a pretty big ice storm tomorrow. Ice and wind. And I'm always nervous with this structure in ice storms and wind storms, just from past experience. But it's been good, so I think we'll be all right. But I think the main trigger is the fact that Jess was supposed to come home tomorrow. Actually, she probably could have come home today, but they're taking their roommate to the airport tomorrow in Toronto because she lives in South Africa. So she's catching a flight to get home for Christmas, and I'm just frightful of our beloved Highway 401. It's bad on a normal good sunny day, let alone like a snowstorm day. So I think I'm a little bit stressed that she has to drive in that ice storm. So I told her to not do it if the weather looked dicey, and to text me before she left so I could check the weather. Oh, I'm like, as I'm aging, I'm getting more and more of a bit of a worrywart, and especially when it comes to my kids, because they're always on the road. I think I just probably need to go to bed. While we're still on baby watch, I'm gonna head back to the cabin and help Mark. We're gonna try to maybe get, we have 2 more beams, what are they called? Joists, 2 more joists to put up where our loft is going. And he had to stain them, so they're all stained. We're gonna put those up. He wanted me to help him. Most things he can do by himself, but he said those are a lot that for now that's the last 2 things he needs help with before I start lambing again. And I think these ladies are getting pretty close. So I'm gonna hang out in our in our happy place for a couple hours here. Good level, actually.
You can probably see it from here, right?
Yep.
Just kind of going level there.
So the bubble is to the left.
Yeah, this side's gonna go off a little bit. Like this is a little bit different, but I thought the hemlock would tie in with the post better.
Fine, yeah, it looks really nice.
Kind of
And the white looks really white against it. Oh, feels like Friday.
puts me level here.
Looks good.
Not too shallow.
Wow, that looks really good. We have a ceiling. Well, one more little check before I go in for the night. These guys look okay. They're all snuggled in for the night. Alright, Mama, how's our baby doing? He looks pretty cozy in there. Can I just feel his mouth? I know, I'm a hover mother too. I just want to feel his mouth. Oh, toasty warm. All that worrying for nothing. You know what you're doing. Good girl. Good mom.